Hey guys, what's up? Welcome to today's video. It's a little bit of a different situation right now. It's like kind of just getting daylight. It is foggy out, gloomy. I've got a lot of background glow going on, so maybe it won't be so bright in the video when I upload this. Hope everybody is well. Got a new look going on here, new room look. Got a lot going on, so here we are. Hope everybody's well. I'm good. Living the single life. No, it's been a week from today. Today's officially 1 week since the breakup, and I'm okay. I'm okay still. I have good days and I have bad days. Last few days, like the first half of the week was okay. Second half of the week, it set in a little bit just in terms of I was just really stressing about money and finances. A lot of things going on, but I'm dealing with it, and some solutions are on the horizon, so just gonna work through that, and all shall be good. I'm recording more in-depth things about it on my series that I'm filming. Whether or not that actually goes through, we'll get there, but I'm doing good. It's keeping me busy, it's keeping my mind occupied, it's helping me through. It's my form of healing that's getting me through, so other than that, I'm great. And shout out to my best friend. She made this cup for me for Christmas, and it's just got pictures of us, and I absolutely love it. Best friends forever. Love you, girl. So she's definitely been a great support system in this. And I've had some comfort food, some Birds cookies. I love these Birds famous cookies. I don't know who's got these, who's got Birds cookies, but they are amazing. I don't think it's everywhere. I feel like it's more of like vacation destinations. I've only seen them in Myrtle Beach, Charleston, and Gatlinburg. Was it Gatlinburg? Might have been Gatlinburg. Yeah, might have been Gatlinburg, which surprised me because I thought they were like a South Carolina only coastal place. I feel like I saw them somewhere else. Did I see them in Savannah? I don't remember. I know Myrtle Beach, Charleston, I think Gatlinburg. But they're amazing cookies, so I'll be eating them every night when I get home from work. Just snacking and scrolling the once was TikTok. But now TikTok is off the clock, so I hope TikTok comes back. I feel like they're working on it. I feel like it's all in Trump's hands at this point. We'll see. We'll see how that goes. Can't really see that sign. This sign, I love the sign. I got it for Christmas. It says, dream until it's reality. Right? Yeah. Dream until it is reality. Great message. I wanted to do an accent wall with that, like, eventually, no matter where I end up living, eventually in the future. I can't think. The leaf, like the greenery wall, with the leaves and all, and then like that in the back, like in the middle, where like a lot of boutiques and fun places have that. So I want that accent vibe wherever I live next. Yeah. So I may be downsizing this apartment to a 1-bedroom within maybe a month or two. So we'll see how that goes. That's kind of in the very early stages of that. Reached out to my complex, and they've been very nice about it because I didn't know. I've never been through this process. I don't know how this looks. The first time I gone through a breakup in an apartment, my ex royally me up over it and let it all go on to collections under my name. It was under my name because, of course, he can't put a dime on his name. So, of course, it all went back on me. Cars, the whole thing. So this is a new process for me where it's actually a civilized breakup, but I have to downsize and I had to explore the options of, hey, I'm facing financial struggle now because he's going to be leaving soon. So and the apartment is, all in my name again, but at least he's not screwing me over. We've discussed finances and some things, and, I'm thankful and grateful that he's not that person. So, but we'll slowly burn each bridge as we get over him. But yeah, so I'm downsizing. to a 1-bedroom here. The complex gave me some options. The best option, they gave me 4 options. The best option was gonna be to downsize. Yeah. And it's kind of exciting when I think about it. This will be the very first time I'll be on my own, like without anybody involved, and like, you know, I'm excited. And it's kind of weird when you think about it. You know, I'm 30 years old. 30-year-old adult. And it's kind of funny. It's not, but you know what I'm trying to say. It's like, I've never really been on my own at all in my adult, mature life. And I feel like I've missed out on a lot of things because I've been in relationships all my life, or I grew up very sheltered. So that kind of carried over into my adult life in ways. And then on top of that, being in relationships, I've just kind of missed out on things in a sense. So one of those being on my own, living by myself, figuring out how to be that truly independent person. Because I've always like preached how I'm independent, how I don't need anybody, like whatever. But you know, when you kind of unfortunately do depend on somebody when you're in a relationship, and you know, money gets intertwined and things just, you know, you just kind of lean on that person. It happens. The things we do for love, relationships, and you know, other things. My thing has always been with relationships, and I'm sticking to it this time. 2 people should not get together or like move in together until they are both well-established people. They've got their own money, their own situation, their name is on it all. Like, they're good, you know. And even if they do people move in together, like, you still have your own separate life, like, you know. So when pigs fly is when the next relationship, I guess, happens. But if I find myself going after somebody, I need God to break my legs right then and there, because no. So, but really, it is exciting to be the fact that I'm going to be on my own. I get to turn the key into my own place, and I don't have to be like, honey, I'm home. Like, you know, it's just me figuring out what's for dinner, you know, having friends over, having like a game night, or just me coming home, watching TV, have a glass of wine, a charcuterie board, like, you know, like, I get excited when I think about it, because it's new to me. It's new. I'm very excited for that. And I get very, like, I guess, what's the word, giddy, like, very, like, I guess it's childish, but it's a real thing when you've been sheltered or with somebody for so long, and you kind of are free in a way. And it's like, you see this world, you know, for the first time in a way. And like, and it's weird too, because people always tell you can do your own thing when you're in a relationship. You can see the world, but it's so different. It's just like a lot of obligation. There's a lot of just restrictions in a way, respectfully, but you know, it's really eye-opening in a way when you've never had this chance, and you get this chance, and now the world, you know, is your oyster. If that's what they're saying. Like, you know, there's like a whole world out here now for you. It is just you. You have to learn how to survive on, like, just you. Like, it's really such a learning and freeing experience to fully be on your own, not depending on anybody like that. And I mean, don't get me wrong, it is stressful, and it is an adjustment. It is something that I'm learning and adjusting. I know to watch my finances, of course, and I've always done that, and it's just like an instinct too. If you know you're by yourself, you're not going to blow all your money and go shopping, you know. So definitely struggled with that last year a lot, because it was filling a void. But you know, it's also more comfortable when you have somebody else helping you pay the bills, of course, so you had that extra money to do more things. So it's just, you know, it's going to be a lot of budgeting, managing money, just figuring things out. And, you know, I've always known that, you know, I kind of grew up with that, a stronger mental stability when it came to a lot of certain things, because I was sheltered. You know, I didn't have a lot of influences from the outside world. So I always say being sheltered has its blessings and curses, like advantages and disadvantages. So I'm very grateful for how I grew up and where I come from and things that you know. So do I learn a little bit slower or like figure things out in a different way because I'm so in my own bubble? Yes, but I will get there. I will figure it out, and I will show you guys all of the journey. You guys have followed me this far. Thank you. March will be 17 years of this, so wow. I'm excited. I've got a lot of things that I'm looking forward to once I get this new place. fixing up my house, just doing things for me. And I'm, the only thing I don't know is if my lease is up in October, like here, if I downsize to another apartment, does that start a new lease, or does that go, excuse me, do I still leave in October, because I'm not staying in October. Like, if my lease is up in October, bye. I will find a place, if I can. But, I just don't know how it works, at least in my state. I know everybody does different things in states. There's like different penalties and policies, rules, regulations, all that fun stuff. So, I don't know. We'll figure that out later. So, other than that, hanging in there, doing what I can. I'm working. I got to find another second job. I am about to go to war with my part-time job because I worked 2 days last week, or I guess, yeah. Well, I got paid on Friday, so that previous week, I worked 2 days. The week before that, I didn't work any because it was New Year's week holiday. I was out of town, so, yeah, so I worked 2 days. Normally in the past, when I worked just 2 days, I get like a little bit of a good paycheck, around $100, maybe a little bit less. But also I was still making, and this is the company's fault, I was still making full-time pay. When I stepped down full-time, they kept my pay until they replaced me in my department where I was, but I still worked part-time in that department, but they were still paying me full-time, and I was still getting benefits too. I wasn't using them, but I was still getting, like, they were taking out insurance and benefits. They told me about 2 weeks ago that they had found somebody to replace me, so your pay is going to go down. But I really thought when you leave a job or you leave anything full-time, it goes, like, down to part-time, like you would think. But no. So I guess that started, and I didn't know. They never told me anything. I can't access any of my accounts. I'm locked out, and they have to fix it, and they're not really on it to fix it, So I got my paycheck. I looked at my bank account. I got a $2 paycheck. What? $2 paycheck. So I was like, what? This can't be. I was like, clearly they didn't punch me out, or I didn't, like, maybe there's a missed punch or something, because I'm like, $2 paycheck, I wouldn't have came to work. So I asked one of the assistants, I'm like, hey, I got a $2 paycheck. I think something's something's not right there. Like, that doesn't make any sense. Because even if you knocked my pay down $2 for 2 days, I'm like, are they still taking out the insurance? But I'm part-time, so why would I still get insurance? I don't know how this works. If anybody has any insight on this or what I could do, because I'm about to call HR and, like, explore the options going forward. But she got back to me. She's like, yeah, you got $2. You worked 7 hours last week. And I'm still thinking to myself, okay, but still, $2? $2? Did you knock me down to like $6 an hour? Like, what? Like, I don't understand. Like, you took that much tax out, and am I still getting insurance? Like, something is just not, something's a little fishy. Something's a little murky in the water. So I gotta figure that out. I'm just like, I don't have time for this extra stress, and I rely on that second job money for my savings account that's been non-existent. Talk about dry January. So I'm dealing with that. So I'm looking for another job, another second job that's gonna, like, bring in some coinage that I need, because it's tough out in these streets, So I respect anybody's hustle for what they're doing. I bust my ass nonstop between my 2 jobs every week, just to barely get by. And it's, unfortunately, that's the world we live in. We all do it. So I'm just like, can I have a break somewhere? Somewhere in between. Can I get some kind of a break? So been going through that. So that's fun. My father was pissed when I told him. He was like, give me the number. I'm calling them. I'm like, I'm a 30-year-old man. Do not call my job like I'm a child. But, he's one of the big bosses where he works. So, like, I get it. He is like, all, like, no. If there's one thing you're not going to mess with is the money and finances. So And that place was shit anyway at the very end. Like I've said before in the past, you would think you're working in the military, and it's a grocery store. It does not need to be that serious. It's just food. I mean, and the fat ass walks around like keeping charge, keep an eye on everything. Bitch, you worked for Bilo. Shut up. Nothing against Bilo, but you know, they're not in business anymore. What else? Random question. Can you guys, where can we get, I don't feel like ordering Amazon. And I never see these things, but where can we get party props now that the Party City's going out of business? Random thoughts, because I'm thinking I'm going to have a housewarming party / celebration of life once I get into this new apartment. But there's no props anywhere. I never see props. The only place I can think of is Hobby Lobby, but I've never seen them there. But then again, I never went down the party aisle. I'm like, well, Party City is gone. So I'm like, where am I going to find party props? You know? Target doesn't really have them. I'm like, you have your classic decorations. That's fine everywhere. I want like props, you know, for photos. Like the photo booth props. Like little mustaches, glasses, like things like that. I'm like, I want to do a photo booth moment for my housewarming, for my housewarming. So I'm just like, where do we get props? You know? It's going to be interesting. I'm going to miss my closet bedroom like this, but it's not a closet anymore. When I moved here, I'm hopeful one day when I buy a house, and I'm going to try to, I'll come back to this thought. I have 2 goals that I'm trying for myself. But when I buy a house one day, I guess that's going to be the next time I get like enough space to where I can do a closet room, something where I can like fully display my clothes. But then again, am I going to really be into this? I go through this phase every couple of years where I'm like, fashion, clothes, this, like, you know, it's always a part of me. But I guess because if I don't have the space for it, clearly I'm not going to do it. But I've kind of been, now my clothing obsession, a little bit fashion era is kind of on the down side a little bit, where I'm not making a lot of fashion content. So it kind of comes and goes. But I'm going to miss like some of this. You know, when I moved in, I had the racks. This room was full of racks and it was so fun. So maybe one day I can get that. And then I was saying, random thoughts. I'm like, when I buy a house, first of all, it's going to be just me. I bet that's goal 1. Better be just me, because I'm not going to be with somebody and then we get a house together. No, this house is fully in my name. So if anything goes awry, I'm put this time. I'm set. Because I hate to be in a relationship and it goes sour and then I'm left scrambling like these last 2 relationships. I'm very grateful this relationship is easier. But I'm still like figuring out what I got to do for myself. I'm kind of scrambling a little bit still, you know, but understandably. But, and my goal number 2, I'm going to try to learn how to be single for a year. That is such a hard goal, because, you know, we like who we like. Sometimes we can't help who we crush on. We're like, oh my God. And sometimes you see somebody and you just want to drop it low. And I'm just like, stop it. No, I'm good. That's like a goal of mine. Like, the last thing I need is anybody. I need to work on myself. I have a lot to work on. Clearly, I have a lot to work on. And it's just weird too, because I need this, because I have not been single in like 11 years. I had not been fully single since 2013. And I say that because I've always either been with somebody, involved with somebody, talking to somebody, or I was too like not mature enough or experienced to know what being single needs to be like, you know, if that makes sense. So let me give you a bit of a time frame. A little bit of a time frame, and then I gotta go. 2013, living my best diva life. I am an absolute joke, you know, to humanity. If you watched me back in the day, I was an embarrassment of the family. So I'm like, yes, girl. Yes, girl. Smacking. Yeah. Oh, girl. Oh, party. Like, I was an obnoxious hot ass mess. I got an audience. The birds are coming to the trees. Hey guys. So 2014 comes along. I'm still hot messing over here, and I am involved with my first relationship, my first love, first everything. And I mean, you know, red flags galore, but you know, we're in love. Oh my God, whatever. We won't get into it, but you know, I'm with him 2014 all the way to 2018. You know, we have our breakups in between, but we're still involved. We're still seeing other people. He's still seeing other people. But, you know, so 2018, we break up, but we're still involved through 2019. I'm technically single, but we're still involved. We're working things out. Meanwhile, he's been in relationships the whole time. Okay, 2020. So we're still involved, you know, all the way up until this year. Like, even though he's been in relationships too all the way, somehow he's kept coming back into my life while I was in relationships and whatever. So we've been involved up until last year. Left his ass behind. But we like officially stopped. Me and my first relationship completely stopped like anything for the most part in 2019 because he was with this new person. He wanted to take this person serious, but while he was taking that person serious, he was also taking other people, you know. Anyway, sidetracking. The birds keep coming. Enjoy the show. Oh, it's a cardinal. Hi, loved ones. So COVID is here. So it's 2020. I'm single, but I'm still like, I'm not mentally okay, you know. So I don't know. And it's COVID, so I'm not getting out. I'm not driving. I don't have a car or license yet. So I'm like, I can't do anything. I'm a wreck. I don't know what single is. I'm learning to be by myself, even though I'm living with my parents. So I'm still not like single. I'm not getting out. I'm not doing anything. I'm not seeing people. So whatever. Then I meet my now ex who, through Tinder, and we were together now for almost 5 years. We had a brief breakup in 2022, but again, we're still like involved. We're talking to other people. So it's like a whole hoopla. We get back together that 2023, and then we're still together all the way up until this year, 2025, early though, January. So that's it. So now here I am, 30 years old, been involved with a man of some sorts since 19. So it's really, when you think about it, it's like, oh my God. And there are people who go through this when they're older, but luckily I'm young. I got time. I'm 30, single, 30 in the city, bitch. You know, no, like, but it's really weird when you think about it. I mean, it goes to show like there are very important lessons that it takes. Like, you need to learn how to be by yourself, learn who you are. And I've always known that. I've been that person. And that's been one of my biggest advantages of being sheltered growing up. I learned how to love myself and enjoy my own company since birth because I didn't hang out with people. My parents would not let me leave the house, have friends, do whatever. They did not trust a soul. And plus, I was, you know, that child that was very immature or whatever, over the top, like I am today. But they didn't trust me, still don't. But, you know, they were just like, no, no, we're not letting anybody disturb this. Too late now. No. That's where we are. That's, you know, I have an interesting life story here. It's nothing special, but it's nothing like, you know, yeah. So I'm excited to see what my life's got in store for me and learning important lessons, learning how to truly be by myself, be dependent on nobody. Of course, my parents will always help me. I don't ask for help ever, but they just kind of, here's help, whether you like it or not. We're your parents. And no matter how old you get, we are your parents. Here, take this, and no questions. So shut up. We love you too. And I mean, I appreciate it. But I also at the same time, like, I am 30. I've always wanted to, I feel like I put a lot on me where it's like, I should have my life together by now, at least a little bit more. And I'm still struggling, you know, in a way. But I do appreciate it. And they do so much for me. Because, you know, our parents always have goals. Parents always have goals for their kids to be better than they were, to have a better life that they had. Even if they didn't have a bad life, they want their children to do better than them. They want to look at their kids and know that they did a great job, and when they die, they're going to be, their children are going to be great, in good hands with themselves and what life's got for them. So no one wants to feel like they're letting their parents down, especially when you get older and your parents are still kind of helping you in a way. So I'm like, to me, it's like, I guess, a pride thing. It's like, I want to do good in my life. And I bust my ass. And I think that my parents know that I do that. So they're not, I think that's why too. They help me. They know I'm trying just to barely get by. So, but also they're like, we're your parents, no matter how old you get, no matter what you're going through, even if you're making it big in life, if we want to buy you some food or send you a couple of dollars, take it, don't ask questions. So I appreciate my parents and my family a lot for being my biggest support system. You know, I come from a very close-knitted family. So I'm grateful for that. But yeah, that's the story. That's what we've got today. So I'm gonna leave it there because I gotta get ready for work in a little bit. I gotta clean up. I mean, it's not even 9 yet, but you know, I gotta leave at 10. So yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Thank you for following and listening to my crazy journey of things, and we'll get there. We will get there. I will get there. We're all in this together again. And you know, I'll take any positive, good thoughts my way if you guys have time. Send them all my way. No, I'm kidding. We'll just all send them all to each other. So that's it. Leave a comment down below on anything you want. And if you have something you want me to talk about in a future video, or you want to see a certain kind of video, let me know. I want to do a favorites video soon. I haven't done one in a while. I don't have anything for hauls, so maybe a favorited video I'll do, and just something. I want to do something. Maybe I'll do a fashion video just to get back into it. I don't know. So leave a comment down below. That'd be that, and I'll get back to you. So thanks for watching, guys, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!